Ladies and gentlemen, oh, this is special. This is the official Hypocritical Hop podcast featuring your boy, D1. Man, this is all about India, Arie, and Young Miami right now, y'all. This podcast is showing how hip-hop is at war with hypocritical hop. That's literally the enemy of hip-hop, you heard me? Hypocritical hop is when you got hip-hop that's been infiltrated with greed, selfishness, sin, and evil. And guess what? The glorification of it, that right there, that ain't hip-hop. That's hypocritical hop. Young Miami, the song Spend That, you heard me, glorifying, boosting, and scamming, shoplifting, all that. Yeah, that song been taken off, right? I've been speaking about this. Like, oh, I just knew this was going to be horrible, especially for our community, for the black community. India Arie came through like a real one. I call her a gentle gangster, and she spoke her mind, and she spoke unapologetically. She spoke with class and dignity, but she was very direct in speaking about this song and how the people who have embraced this song, I don't want to misquote her, but how the people who have embraced this song have really showed her a lot. India Arie said, I finally realized that not everybody wants to get free. And it was a very, very, very rude awakening, shaking my head, because the mass acceptance of this song is a crystal clear sign of this much bigger truth. Don't try to gaslight India Arie and act like what she talking about ain't real. Some people love being mental slaves. Some people don't realize that they're mental slaves. And some people just don't want to admit that they're mental slaves. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a problem that we have to confront. And the issue is, people who want to champion this type of song, they don't realize that they are part of the problem. You can't just call it entertainment. Evil can mask itself in entertainment and be like, bet, I'm just going to hide behind the word entertainment. But it's really evil being glorified. And we are the ones that are getting laughed at the end of the day. So you know how dumb it makes us look when we, as in black people, are the same ones who are going the hardest to promote this song and boost this song up and amplify this type of song. And there's songs that are far worse than this. But every now and then in life, you reach what's called a tipping point. And for whatever reason, this song ended up being a tipping point to where I just knew it when I first heard it. I said, number one, this song gonna become a hit. Unfortunately, it's going to become an anthem that's glorifying negativity and evil and sin and shoplifting and scamming. But this song might make people mad enough to where people finally stop riding the fence. If it took for this song to make people mad enough to stop riding the fence and to pick a side, then guess what? This right here is going to be a monumental movement. This is going to be a monumental moment. There we go. In the shift that's occurring. And the shift is happening. It's already started. I'm proud to be a big part of the shift. You heard me? Speaking of the shift, by the way, my other podcast is about to drop next week. And that's a totally interview-based podcast. I'm interviewing these guests that I got. Y'all. So make sure y'all tune in, like, subscribe, be a part of this YouTube channel to get the Shift podcast. But anyways, it's a monumental moment for the shift. When India Arie speaks, this ain't no person that they're like, oh, she clout chasing. What you mean? India Arie been on and popping since early 2000s, over 20 years. So the fact that she's speaking up and the fact that other people speaking up, what's the lady name online? It was somebody else. I got to look her up. And it was somebody, apparently she's pretty well known. Here we go. Nikki Gilbert. Forgive me if I'm supposed to know who Nikki Gilbert is. You know, I don't know everybody and everything that they do. But I saw she was getting a lot of coverage for speaking up about this. I'm like, yes. Now guess what? We need you to speak up. We need you to say something. Like you, who's watching this. The person that's like, I agree with you, D1. You know, I just ain't a person that normally says silence is violence when it comes to this type of stuff. Because the people who champion this type of behavior in these songs and the companies that push this type of stuff, they're not silent. They're very loud. They're very supportive. And that is what gets into the minds of impressionable people, especially young, impressionable people. And they be like, well, dang, these people love this so much. And they got a couple people that's opposed to it, but so many people love it, and they're so demonstrative and they're so exaggerated with the way that they support this that maybe I'm going to choose to be on that side. Or maybe I'm just going to stick in the middle, right? No, we need people that's on our side, yo. The shift is here, man. But you a part of it, you heard me? Straight up, you a part of it. Hypocritical hop will not prevail. Hypocritical hop is the evil twin to hip hop, yo. And that's what I want people to understand, man. That's what I want people to understand. We fighting. It's a spiritual war. Straight up, you got to pick. You got to pick whose side you're going to be on. And even if you're not overtly on the devil's side, if you stay lukewarm, right? If you stay lukewarm, then you might as well be fighting for the devil, because God hates that. And God is like, well, Dan, if you take 3 steps forward, you're going to take 3 steps backwards too, because you're trying to play both sides of the fence. You're trying to appeal to both sides. We don't need that, yo. We don't need that. Arie, unfortunately, is having to receive backlash and make clarifying statements about this and have it to where people are questioning her motives and man, stop trying to gaslight that woman. She just spoke truth to power. People know that it's real. And the people who don't know that it's real is because they're part of the problem. They're either willfully ignorant or they're unintentionally ignorant. Either way, is one better than the other? It still equals ignorance. I'm happy right now because we're making progress. People are talking. Another thing that made me really, really, really happy to see was that Arie is not in a place where she cares about what people are going to potentially say about her. She's just like, no, I want y'all to understand because someone else called for a boycott of the song. Arie was like, hey, I want to clarify that I didn't say we should boycott the song, but I did say how alarming it is and how telling it is that so many people are going so hard to defend and support this song. Do y'all know how many other songs there are and how many other songs there have been that people go out their way to try to defend? Like, why are we so afraid to call out negativity in the black community? I'm going to ask y'all again. Why are we so afraid to call out negativity in the black community? That's one of the worst things that we could do, is be the people who have already been having evil pushed upon us, having slavery pushed upon us, having resources stripped and taken away from us, having opportunities taken away from us. And now we want to be the people who are protecting the negativity that we see. If it's negativity that we see rampant in our community, we should be the main ones that's like, oh no, I can't go for that. I can't stand for that. Nah, I can't be cool with that. I'm going to talk about this in the next episode, but y'all, do y'all realize that we just had an example, that was a couple days ago, of Pooh Shiesty, rapper from Memphis, signed to Gucci Mane's label. He just got out of jail recently. And Pooh Shiesty, with his daddy in the same room, tricking Gucci Mane to come to a business meeting to discuss his contract. And Pooh Shiesty had dudes with guns there on his team, and they basically robbed Gucci Mane at gunpoint, held him up to force him to sign to let Pooh Shiesty free and let him out of his deal. Yo, we got people who like have needed to see that, to just understand the levels of ignorance. By the way, Pooh Shiesty and his team recorded this on camera. Pooh Shiesty is back in jail now, right? So I'm going to go in further on that, right, in another video. Make sure y'all are subscribed. But yo, I'm happy to see. I'm happy to see that people with platforms are speaking up. I don't have the biggest platform in the world, but I do know that I got a platform. And I do know that my platform has been growing. People around me see it, they feel it. And it's to the point where it's like, I got to use this thing. But I want everybody to never fall into that trick that I told myself for a while, which is my platform ain't really big enough to move the needle. Like, why say something? Why do something? But I can simultaneously make music. That's why the rap music that I make is the change that I would like to see, while simultaneously looking at what's going on in the industry and saying, this ain't right, this ain't right, this ain't cool at all. And we need to speak about this. Because if we don't name it, if we don't speak about it, then for far too long, it's been looked over and it's been embraced. And this negativity is evil, it's sinful, it's stuff that the devil is being glorified through. And we got to speak about it, yo. So I'm happy. I'm super happy. I'm super happy. In the Arie, that it's like, dang, in my head, I'm like, who can it be that when they speak, it's going to really, like, I seen the Shade Room posting about this. I seen a lot of the big blogs posting about this. Why? Because India Arie's name holds weight and her credibility holds weight. And India Arie has been standing firm on being a person that loves us, loves our community for the longest, from day one. Embracing your skin, embracing your hair, embracing not being for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Embracing putting God first. That's what we needed, yo. That's what we needed, man. What you mean? That's what we needed. I'm so, yeah. That's what we needed, y'all. And we got it. So now guess what? We need more people to speak up. And more people are starting to speak up. You know who else said something? I'm going to tell y'all. I don't want to misquote her. I think it was Carrie Hilson. Yep. It was Carrie Hilson. Carrie Hilson said, if music can heal, music can harm too. And that's for all these people who sit here and act like, man, music can't, music can't make nobody do nothing bad. But if music could inspire people to do good stuff, then what make you think it can't harm people and make people want to do bad stuff? And it might not be the song by itself that makes somebody want to do that, but it might just be the song by itself that makes people want to do that. Like literally, it plays a part. Rap makes things cool. Rap makes things cool. Rap makes things cool. Let's not be fools and act like it doesn't. But we're choosing to make the wrong things cool. And we've been doing this for far too long. So now people are waking up. Now people are speaking up. Now people are getting fed up. And of course, it's going to be a clash. It's going to be a spiritual war. That's what this is. It's spiritual warfare. It ain't even the people that's producing this stuff and that's putting this stuff out there that really love it so much. They just don't realize the evil that's working through them in that moment. The dude who produced Young Miami's song, the brother named Jay White, I've interacted with him something through DM, right? Man, this man was a church boy. I found out, man, this man was a church boy growing up. And now he feel like he just lit. He all on Instagram. He call himself Mr. Spin That. You heard me? He's proud of himself. By the way, he got other songs that he's produced that he's well known for. But in this moment, he feeling himself. Man, you was a church boy, man. That's your roots. Go back to embracing like who you know we put here to serve. Because right now it seems like you're serving the devil. Right now it seems like you're serving the God of money. You heard me? Right now it seems like you're serving the God of just wanting attention, even if it means you got to push negativity. And me and other people who know you, you know what I'm saying? Well, other people who know you and me just taking other people's word, it's like, you ain't even really that. You better than that. You ain't even really that, dog. And you know you not that. You heard me? When I jumped in this DM and we went to talking, I said, so you made this song for Young Miami that's that powerful. I said, we need to make a song that's just as powerful, but that's pushing a total opposite message. When I told him that, guess what happened? Crickets. Crickets. I don't know what sound effect crickets make. Crickets, you heard me? You just got some people that is like, they just like, man, don't mess up my moment. Don't mess this up. I want this. I'm feeling myself. I'm Mr. Spin That. Come on, man. You could do better. You could do better, bro. And that's what we want, man. We want you to do better. And when I say we, I'm speaking on behalf of all the people that's actively, even though we're not perfect, that's actively trying to publicly fight to expand God's kingdom. Yeah, you want to run from that conviction. You want to run from that feeling of like, dang, maybe this ain't right. Maybe my grandma and them wouldn't be proud of this. Maybe that church I grew up in, no, they wouldn't be proud of this. Maybe that Bible that I grew up reading doesn't instruct me to use my gifts and talents in this type of way. And you just got people that want to run from it. So I know it. You hear me? I know it. Arie knows it. And that was disrespectful. He's like, oh, I'm going to try to make fun of Arie. And I'm going to try to remix Arie's song. He posted a little video. I'm going to remix Arie's song and put the Spend That Words on it over Arie beat. It's like, bro, some stuff, man, it just make you be like, bro, that's lame activity. It just is. Because you're not even really on that type of time. It'd be different if you was really that 24/7. You're not on that type of time, bro. You're not out here scamming. You're not out here shoplifting. That's the difference. You are a law-abiding citizen. Come on, man. These grown men we talking about, man. What we doing, man? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hypocritical Hop, the podcast. My name is D1. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. You hear me? And help me shift this culture, man, in the right direction, closer to God. Help me shift this culture so that our babies are positively impacted by the power of hip-hop. You heard me? I'm just going to be getting on here, expressing my thoughts when things are going on in real time, not even overthinking it. You heard me? I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Make sure you subscribed because we got the Shift podcast launching very soon. We still got music videos dropping, music content, all that good stuff, man. All that, you hear me? So I see y'all later. Be real, be righteous, be relevant. Hit the description below if you need links to anything. And I see y'all next time, all right? Love.